Key Point Health Services. Let's talk. Let's talk about respect. Let's talk about dignity. Let's talk about what it means to truly value someone. Let's talk about $11. $11. A sum so small, it's almost laughable. That's what you think I'm worth. That's the value you place on my hard work, my dedication, my life. That's what you think my basic needs amount to. $11 a week. It's not just a number, it's a statement that my needs, my struggles, my very existence are worth less than a meal at a fast food restaurant. You dangle it like a carrot, a meager offering meant to pacify me, a pathetic attempt to keep me quiet, to keep me complacent. But I'm not a horse to be led by a carrot on a stick, but I'm done being quiet. I'm done being complacent. I'm done accepting the bare minimum while you pat yourselves on the back for your so-called generosity. You think you can buy my silence with $11 a week? You think you can make me forget my dreams, my aspirations, my very humanity with such a paltry sum? You think you can erase my needs, my wants, my very existence with $11 a week? You think you can reduce my life to a mere transaction? You're wrong, dead wrong. My life, my worth, cannot be quantified by a few pieces of paper. I've been told, don't bite the hand that feeds you. But what if that hand is feeding you crumbs while keeping the feast for itself? Well, Key Point Health Services, I've been biting that hand for 11 years. 11 long years of being undervalued and underappreciated. And I'm not letting go until I draw blood. This isn't about greed. This is about survival. This is about respect. This is about demanding what is rightfully ours. This is about the basic human right to not just exist, but to live with dignity, with respect, with the means to fulfill our potential. And you, Key Point Health Services, are standing in my way. You are the obstacle to a better life, a life of dignity and respect. You, with your $11 pittance and your empty promises. Promises that mean nothing when they are not backed by action. You, with your condescending policies and your utter disregard for my humanity. Policies that dehumanize and degrade. You think you're doing me a favor by providing housing and healthcare? You think that these basic necessities are gifts rather than rights? You think that excuses this insulting allowance, this slap in the face? You think that makes up for the years of neglect and underpayment? Let me tell you something, Key Point Health Services, I deserve better. We all do. We deserve to be treated with respect, to be paid what we are worth, and I'm not going to stop fighting until we get it. Until every single one of us is treated with the dignity and respect we deserve. $11. Can you even fathom it? Can you, sitting in your comfortable office, look me in the eye and tell me that $11 is enough to live on for a week? $11 for toiletries, for clothes, for anything that might bring a sliver of joy in this world? You're delusional. Key Point Health Services, you act like you're doing us a favor. You act like we should be grateful for your scraps. But gratitude is a two-way street. And right now, all I'm feeling is rage. Rage at the system, rage at the injustice, and most of all, rage at you, Key Point Health Services, for perpetuating this charade. You think you can quantify my worth with $11? You think you can put a price tag on my dignity? You're wrong. I am priceless. My struggles are priceless. My very existence is priceless, and I will not be silenced by your paltry handouts. I will shout it from the rooftops. I will scream it in the streets. I will fight tooth and nail until you understand, Key Point Health Services, that $11 is an insult. It's an insult to me. It's an insult to every single person trapped in this system, and it's an insult to humanity itself. And then there's the audacity of it all. The audacity of demanding I declutter my life, my space, my memories, all in the name of your twisted sense of order. You want me to discard pieces of myself, remnants of a life lived, and for what? So you can pat yourself on the back for helping me? Key Point Health Services, you want to control every aspect of my life, down to the very possessions I hold dear. You want to strip me bare, make me dependent, make me believe that I am nothing without you. But I refuse to be broken. I refuse to be controlled. I will not be defined by your rules, your regulations, your $11 allowance. You want me to get rid of my belongings? Fine, but I'm not doing it for free. Every photograph, every book, every item that holds even a sliver of sentimental value, I'm putting a price on it. You want to declutter my life? You're going to pay for the privilege. You see, Key Point Health Services, you've underestimated me. You thought I was just another cog in your machine, another nameless face lost in the system. But I am not nameless. I am not faceless. I am a force to be reckoned with, and I'm coming for what I deserve. This isn't about material possessions. It's about something far more profound, something that can't be measured in dollars and cents. It's about what they represent. These items are the tangible pieces of our past, the fragments of our identity. It's about memories, experiences, a life lived outside the confines of your suffocating system. It's about the moments that define us, the laughter shared with friends, the peace found in nature. You want to erase that? You want to strip away the essence of who we are? You want to pretend that my life began the moment I walked through your doors? That everything before that is irrelevant? Think again, Key Point Health Services. My history, my experiences, they matter. You talk about rehabilitation, about reintegration. But these words are hollow without action. But how can I possibly reintegrate into a society that values me at a measly $11 a week? How can I find my footing when the ground beneath me is so unstable? How can I possibly rebuild my life when you're constantly trying to tear it down? Every step forward is met with another obstacle. You want to talk about fairness? Let's have that conversation. Let's talk about the fairness of expecting me to survive on a pittance while you sit in your ivory tower, oblivious to my reality. Let's discuss the disparity between your comfort and my struggle. I'm not asking for much. I'm asking for what is just, for what is humane. I'm asking for what is rightfully mine. The basic rights that every human being deserves. I'm asking for the chance to live with dignity, with respect, with the basic necessities that you seem to think are a privilege. I'm asking for a life where I am not constantly fighting to survive. I'm asking for the opportunity to thrive, not just survive, to reach my potential, to achieve my goals. Keypoint Health Services, you have a choice to make. You can choose to be part of the problem or part of the solution. You can continue down this path of ignorance and arrogance, clinging to your outdated policies and your $11 allowances. You can persist in your indifference, or you can choose to listen. You can choose to hear the voices of those you claim to serve. You can choose to understand, to empathize with our struggles and recognize our humanity. You can choose to do what is right. The choice is yours. Will you stand with us, or will you continue to stand in our way? Don't you dare try to dismiss me. Don't you dare try to silence me. My voice will be heard. I am not a number. I am not a case file. I am a human being, and I deserve to be treated as such. I am done with your condescending platitudes and your empty promises. I am done with your bureaucratic jargon and your blatant disregard for my well-being. You think you can break me? You think you can crush my spirit with your $11 chains? You are wrong. I am stronger than you think. I am more resilient than you can imagine. I am fueled by a fire that burns hotter than any obstacle you can throw my way. I will not be silenced. I will not be ignored. I will not be denied. I will fight for my rights. I will fight for my dignity. I will fight for my life, and I will not rest until justice is served. Keypoint Health Services, you have awakened a sleeping giant. You have unleashed a force that will not be contained. You have made an enemy of someone who will not back down, who will not be broken, who will not rest until the scales of justice are balanced. This fight is not just about the money, it's about the principle. It's about standing up for what is right, even when the odds are stacked against us. It's about making our voices heard in a world that often tries to silence us. It's about the fundamental right to live a life of dignity and respect. To be treated as human beings, not just numbers or statistics. It's about ensuring that everyone, regardless of their background, has the opportunity to thrive. It's about breaking free from the shackles of a system that seeks to control and demean. It's about tearing down the barriers that have been put in place to keep us in our place. It's about reclaiming our freedom and our humanity. I am fighting for my sanity, for my soul, for the very essence of who I am. This battle is deeply personal, and it is also universal. It is a fight for the right to be ourselves, to live authentically, and to pursue our dreams without fear. Keypoint Health Services, you may think you have won. You may believe that your power and influence are enough to crush our spirits, but you are mistaken. You may think you have broken me, but you are wrong. Every setback has only made me stronger, more determined to fight back. I refuse to be defeated by your tactics. Every day I wake up is a victory. Each morning is a new opportunity to continue the fight, to push forward and to make a difference. The dawn of a new day brings hope and renewed strength. Every breath I take is a testament to my resilience. It is a reminder that I am still here, still fighting, still refusing to give up. My perseverance is my greatest weapon. Every step I take is a step closer to freedom. Each move forward, no matter how small, is progress. It is a journey towards a future where we are no longer oppressed. You have underestimated me, Keypoint Health Services. You have underestimated the power of determination, the strength of the human spirit, and the will to fight for justice. You have underestimated the power of the human spirit. The collective strength of those who stand together in solidarity is unstoppable. We are united in our cause, and we will not be silenced. You have underestimated the strength that comes from fighting for what is right. The courage that arises from standing up against injustice is immeasurable. It fuels our resolve and drives us forward. This is not just my fight. It is a fight for everyone who has ever been marginalized, ignored, or abused by a system that claims to care. It is a fight for those who have been silenced and oppressed. This is a fight for everyone who has ever been marginalized, ignored, or abused by a system that claims to care. It is a fight for those who have been silenced and oppressed. We are raising our voices together, demanding change. This is a fight for justice, for equality, for the fundamental right to live a life free from oppression. It is a fight for a world where everyone is treated with respect and dignity. I am not afraid of you, Keypoint Health Services. I am not intimidated by your power or your threats. I stand firm in my conviction and my resolve. I am not afraid of your rules, your regulations, or your $11 allowances. Your attempts to control and limit us will not succeed. We will find ways to overcome and thrive. I'm afraid of what will happen if I remain silent. The fear of inaction, of allowing injustice to prevail, is far greater than any fear you can instill in me. I am afraid of what will happen if I allow you to win. The consequences of surrendering to your oppression are too dire to contemplate. I will continue to fight, for myself and for everyone who depends on this struggle for justice. Keypoint Health Services, you have been warned. The law is on my side. The Trinity is on my side. The archangels are on my side. The very forces of the universe are aligned against this injustice. I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten. Joel 2:25-27. Remember those words, Keypoint Health Services, because a reckoning is coming. You cannot hide from the truth. You cannot silence the voices of the oppressed forever. The winds of change are blowing, and they are not in your favor. You have a choice to make. You can either be on the right side of history or be swept away by the tide of change. The power is shifting. Keypoint Health Services. The people are waking up. And we will not be silenced any longer. This is my life. This is my fight. And I will not back down. I will not be silenced. I will not be broken. I will keep fighting. I will keep shouting. I will keep demanding justice until my last breath. This is my vow. This is my promise. This is my fight. Keypoint Health Services, you may have started this fight, but I will finish it.